Well, hey, you too! It's Elvis Ammo here. Hey, today I'm gonna do the best of 5 powder coatings. And what we're gonna try to accomplish here today is, first of all, you know, we all love to find the very best powder coating there is. Typically, the one that is easiest to use and is durable enough for us to use to cast, powder coat our cast bullets. And we all know and very familiar with the Ford Light Blue from Eastwood. It's long been my favorite, and it still is today. And we're always looking for maybe is there one better than this? Is it easy to coat and durable enough? So that's what we're going to find out today. Now, if you guys like my videos, go ahead and subscribe right now and hit the like button, and let's move on with this video. So this has been my longtime favorite, still is, Ford Light Blue. And so we're going to do this video today, the best of 5. So what we're trying to accomplish here is I'm going to use all of the same bowls. I haven't used any of this yet, so I'm really doing this project kind of premature for me. I typically like to do this myself and then bring it to you. But instead, we're going to use, we're just going to see if these bowls work out. I really like that that these things were two for $2. They're $1 a piece, come in 2 packs from the Dollar General. So we're going to put some bullets in the bowl, and we're going to put a new powder in the bowl. I'm going to tell you what all of these powders are, and then we're going to just see how well they stick on the bullet. And instead of keeping you around for baking all of them and all of that, I'm going to do another video tomorrow on another 5 powders. And then so it'll be a 3 video series, and then we'll come back and we'll look at all 10 of them baked, and I'll be able to run them through the sizer and see how they hold up in there, and we're going to learn something. So hopefully. Sometimes we learn something, and sometimes we just learn that we didn't learn nothing. But I'm hoping that something will bear out. I have a friend that has a powder coating business, and he give me, I said, let me have some samples. So that's where we're at. So let's see. The first one, I'm going to do the one that I think might be very best first. Okay. So now one thing that I realized immediately after this one here is a prismatic powder. And I don't know if you can see that name on there. Yeah, you can. There it is. Illusion Purple Prismatic. Okay, so I just stowed all these samples in Ziploc bags. That's what happened. So Illusion Purple Prismatic. One thing I noticed when I put it in the bag, see how it's sticking to the bag all over the place? So I'm thinking, wow, that might be a powder that we can use. Now, one thing about this powder that I know is the Illusion Purple. It's a high gloss polyester powder, and it's supposed to be in the line of powders that's some of the easiest to apply. Now we'll just see if that pertains to our business. So here we go. Put it in the bowl, and well, first of all, I guess it don't matter if you drop the bullets in first. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use, I typically use a lot of bullets, but I'm just going to put about 100 bullets in the bowl, because I got a lot of testing to do on this powder. Typically I like to use a lot more. Sometimes when you use a little bit of bullets, the application is easier a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure if it's because you can spin it better, but here we go. Let's see how we do. The amount of powder, this doesn't matter to me at all. Just make sure you have plenty of powder to coat. and that's been my experience. I know a lot of people talk about the amount of powder. Don't really apply here. So I'm using this spoon, and I've already figured out ahead of time that I'm going to have to clean this spoon off, and so I'm just going to dip it in water, and with a paper towel I'm going to dry it off. And that's just how simple that's going to be on this test. And it'll be completely dry by the time I need it for the next one. So here we go. Let's give it a spin. Close the lid. First time using this bowl for me, so I'm really interested in that. I don't even know if this bowl will work. It actually looks terrible. So the other thing that I did was I brought out the Ford Light Blue here, and I intend to compare it against all of these other powders. Just looking through the lid right here, it's not looking good. And I believe that this is a polyester powder. I don't know if that plays a role or not. Could just be this bowl. It looks like it might be trying to coat. I don't mind giving it a couple extra spins. You know, usually by now this one would have done it for me. But if it hadn't done it by now, oh, okay. Yeah, we're getting coated. See? Yeah. That's a little more spin. It could be this bowl. It's the first time I used it. But I may have to during this series, I may do a little extra experimentation off camera, so that when I come back and we compare all 10 powders, then we'll have an explanation and some more information to go with it. So I'm going to give this more spinning. It's a nice rounded bowl, so it really spins easy. And should create plenty of static. I even tried it with a little piece of paper, and just caused a lot of static in there, and the paper stuck in there. I don't know what that means to everybody, but it is a number 5 bowl, if that means anything at all, and I've not seen a whole lot of difference there either. It is a lot less bullets than I'm normally used to spinning, and it seems to be coating decent, but it sure is taking a long time. I don't like that. So what we'll do is we're just going to set this one aside for now, and like I said, you're going to get more information on this in the end. Watch tomorrow's video and the next day, right? Because we're going to do the all 10 all baked, and I'm going to give you information, and maybe we'll have one picked out that we like. So here we go. Let me just give you a better look at this. This is where we're at right now. There's just a few spots on it, but it's happening. It is really happening. Okay, it's actually working. But we'll see in the end. So I'm going to set this one aside with the Illusion Purple. Set that aside. Alright. And now we're going to go with this right here. Don't look so good to me. TGIC, I think, I don't know a lot about these powders, okay? I've learned a little bit about them, but it's kind of hard getting a lot of information. TGIC, wet clear. This is like a clear coat, I think. They usually don't pan out well for me, but we're gonna try it. So let's put 100 bullets in the bowl and we'll keep this thing moving. And if you guys haven't tried the Minutemen coffee from Minutemen Coffee Company, he's a guy that owns a coffee company in our community here, and give them a shot. Try their coffee. It's great. You actually get a little bit more for your money with this company than most of them. So just look into that, and I'll leave a link in the description. Even put a discount code in there for you guys. So let's see what this clear coat. I think it's a clear coat. But in the end, when we find a good powder, I will give you a lot of information on that powder, I promise. So let's just put some in there, get a good bit in there. It don't matter. It's all going to get used. And set that aside. I'm going to dip my spoon and wet it. I'm going to dry it off with a paper towel, and it'll be completely dry by the time we reach in for the next batch of powder. So here we go. It might surprise me. We just want to know how well it sticks to the bullet right now, and then we'll even dump them in the basket. Now you see why I only want to do 5 and not just all 10. This whole video can get crazy. It seems to be cutting. See what that looks like. There we go. That might be the best we're going to get. That's not bad. I think it's a clear coat, so I think that's the best you're going to get it to look. It looks like it's all coated. It really does, with not a whole lot of work. So there you go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see what that looks like in the basket. I made up some new baskets with my wire mesh. If you guys are interested in this, I could probably do a little video on it. I made up a whole bunch of them, as a matter of fact. I just made up a whole stack of them. So there we go. We'll just throw it right in here. And shake it down, and it's just that quick, ready for baking. So that surprised me. I'll be honest with you, surprised. Yeah, I'm gonna set that aside over here, and that's going in the oven. The other one's gonna go in the oven too. I'm just gonna have to let you know later, on how well it coated and all of that kind of thing. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We could just go ahead and dump them in there. Let's see what it does. It's coated. As far as I'm concerned, it is. There we go. It's not bad. It took a little bit of, it surprised me because that one there was wanting to coat the bag. So there we go. That's not bad. That'll go in the oven. Okay. I didn't want to leave that one out. And we'll go ahead and put that back in there too. Yeah, I know. I'm making a mess. Alright. So there's that one. And let's move on. We'll grab another 100 bullets. And we'll go with the Super Satin Green. Super Satin Green. And hey guys, we've got some pretty cool. We've got some other things, you know, some other colors that are actually pretty cool too. So it'll turn into a pretty good situation. We're gonna learn something, and we'll find something we like. There's that. I'll dip the spoon in the water, give it a stir, wipe it off with the paper towel. Alright. And here we go. Let's see what this one does. These bowls, we're going to find out in just a minute if this bowl does really, really good with the Ford Light Blue. So that way, I probably should have done that one first, but here we go. This one seems real light. It seems like it's real fluffy and it's really flowing onto the bullets quick. All right. Matter of fact, you see how much I just did that, and look at that. I mean, it is almost all the way coated completely already. And the only reason I'm gonna give it another stir is because there's a few spots on it, but it is thick. So I've noticed that this is very light. And I'll be honest, this was one that I didn't expect much from. I'm always surprised when I do these things. So there we go. That's a really nice coating on there, no doubt about it. We'll just throw it right into one of these baskets. I'll go ahead and put a crease in this somewhere. This is a YouTube video, man. Whatever's going to go wrong is just going to go wrong. That's just all there is to it. So there. Look at that. That really coated well. Now, whatever spots you see there generally just flows real nice. No big deal, okay? So there we go. That was a surprise, guys. I have to say, that was a surprise. Yep. I'm going to put this aside, and I'm just going to move this whole thing aside. Alright, now, what we got? What we got left? What else? 1, 2, 4. What am I missing here? Alright, grab the white. Oh, this is the one. I set it over here. I'm like, where's my other powder at? Okay. Yeah, this one here. Now this is interesting. All-in-one, chrome-bodied by Columbia. And I think the thing that's going to be different about this one is it is a urethane powder. So let's see. New bowl. 100 bullets. And I dropped the bullet just like I was supposed to. Here we go. Put some powder in there. I always like to put extra powder in there. I don't know. Some people think for some reason if you put too much powder in there you don't get good coverage. I've kind of seen the opposite. So there's that. And we're going to shake it up. Give it a spin. Okay, this one seems light too, but not as light as the green. The thing that's interesting about this one is, like I said, it is a urethane powder. and it seems to be slow to coat. Let's take a look at it. Just looking through the lid here. Yeah, it's you see how it just don't want to stay on there? See, that's a problem for us. We just want simple, easy, and some different things to choose from. To me, if it hadn't done it by now, it's just kind of finicky, you know, too much, too finicky. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know, maybe it's yeah, I guess any way you look at this, it just don't want to coat. So anyway, with that said, so you've seen it here. So far it's looking like this was a fast favorite. Okay, so we'll have to discuss where this came from and where we can get it, and but we want to know, is it durable enough? So we'll find out what it looks like after it's baked and sized. So come back tomorrow for the next 5 and the next day, and we'll look at all 10 with the info along with it. YouTube, I'll see you in the next video.